Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Joey Bridges. As always, I'm joined by my brother James Bridges, and today's topic, what James and I would like to share with you, is communication methods, or really communication strategies for the social networks. I think a lot of people look at it as, well, number one, as James and I were just speaking about before we turned on the camera, 400 plus million people at the time of this recording. Who knows, by the time you even see this video, there might be like 600 million.
Yeah, it's going crazy, growing like weeds.
That a lot of people don't look at it as they look at it as a totally goof off type spot, which it can be. However, we're very big into using social networking to generate leads, to generate money. So we'd like to talk about that a little bit today. So you have 3 strategies that we'll quickly cover for success.
Well, and I think too, one of the challenges is there's so many things to do. You know, there's so many items to do. Baubles, widgets, games.
Yeah.
So many things. It can be difficult to narrow down, hey, what should I do? What should I focus on to get the most out of it? That's why we wanted to tackle, hey, 3 specific items that can really get you the most, some of the most bang for buck, super efficient, and really limit your time investment into the social networking.
And you know, James and I always recommend, of course, staying away from the games and the goof off stuff. And here's a tip: if you have to join a fan page that says, "I don't care about your pig or farm," yeah, I saw that today.
I thought about joining that.
I did, but it still would be wasting time. So let's talk about 3 communication methods that really will lead you to more business, which is all James and I ever focus on. Number 1, status updates. Now, James and I call them status updates. Facebook, you know, what's on your mind?
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. What's on your mind? What are you up to? It doesn't really matter what you call it. The bottom line is, hey, they are status updates. Now, status updates, there's a few key methods to doing them in order for you to get results. Now, this is probably the easiest. I mean, I would have to say the easiest communication method because it takes you under 30 seconds. Now, the challenge becomes, because it only takes 30 seconds, probably 99% of people are getting it wrong because they make it too easy. Now, it's easy, but if you don't take it seriously, you won't get any results out of it.
So 3 basically sub-parts that James and I, we're not going to go into great length or great detail. We did do another call on that was totally free, by the way, if you were on our Daily Success Call program at dailysuccesscalls.com. 3 parts James and I would like you to just kind of, I would say, focus on because it does make things easier. Number 1, focus on adding value. In other words, nobody cares that a calorie shake, a milkshake at Sonic has 900 calories. That's like, oh, duh.
Total waste of time.
So, number 1, focus on value in those updates.
Number 2, ask interest-piquing questions. Very key. Interest-piquing questions should want to make you find out more information. One, either, hey, maybe it's getting an answer from someone in your network, but it should lead people to want to find out more information. Number 2, interest-piquing questions.
Number 3, links back to your website. Because what do we want? We want leads. So send them back to your website. That's what we're looking for, the 3rd way. You can, by the way, here's the cool part. You can mix and match accordingly in your updates. Some might have an item of value, a question, and a link. Some might just have one or the other. But you can mix and match and try and get to at least 1 a day. I mean, 1 a day. Just
easy.
1 a day on your
30
updates.
seconds a day.
That's 30 seconds, yeah. So 1 day. 30 seconds. So, number 1 method of communication, status updates. Really, to be honest, that's where James and I believe the money making is. Number 2, now, I would love to take credit for this one, but I didn't come up with it, and James has been using it highly effectively for, well, a lot longer. As soon as the social networks were around, James was using this. Direct communication. You want to talk about that one?
Yeah, direct communication. This is one where a lot of people go, well, I already have their email, I already have their phone, why should I worry about direct communication? Here's what I mean, like on Facebook, it says, send this person a message. Not writing on their wall, not commenting on their status, not some of those other methods. Literally, send them a direct message. The reality is, hey, most people can get anywhere from 100 to 300 emails a day. But right now on Facebook and LinkedIn and even Twitter, people are receiving very, very few, in fact, less than 10 statistically, direct messages a day. So take the opportunity to send them a simple direct message. Maybe you're saying, hey, you know, I saw that you had a great weekend with the family. Hope everything's going fantastic. It's great that you're sharing some pictures on the social networks. Love to hear how you're doing. Don't need to ask for business, but sending them a direct message will give you an insane odds of your message getting read. They're only getting 5 messages a day and you're one of them. Hey, you have a 20% chance they're going to read yours. Very, very good odds. Take some time to do it. It takes maybe 40 seconds to do, but it's very quick and easy, and you'll stand out from the crowd.
And if you don't know what to write in that message to them, just ask a question. It is as simple as that. You can literally
easiest way to get a response.
Easiest way to get a response. Yeah. Don't talk about yourself. Ask them a question. So that's method number 2. Method number 3 that James and I like for communicating on the social networks is commenting on the status or postings of others. In other words, what we like to look at is, now here's a wacky trick. You have to read the status update first. So commenting on what they put. Maybe they shared that, maybe they had as a, was it Office Space? Is that the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Case of the Mondays. Maybe someone's having a case of the Mondays, and you're just wishing them that they hope they don't have a case of the Mondays, and they, and just step up and stop whining to people, but nicely.
Yeah, but very easy. Like on Facebook, like you mentioned earlier on the call too. Hey, you could just say, hey, I like this one, but instead of doing that, which takes like no time, just take a moment to add a good comment. Put something. Oh, it's nice to hear that. That you did get a new car this weekend. Can't wait for you to see it. Something like that. Make a comment that you're legitimately paying attention to what they're up to. I'm just saying. Some people are like, hey, I'll just have a stock set of 6 responses. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea. So
even though I'd like it, but
read their status update. Read their status. Comment on what's going on and what's happening with them. You will. Number one, expose yourself in a good way to them and to their peers who are watching their status updates. All right, any final thoughts, James, on really communication on social networks?
Final thoughts are, hey, if you remember, it's join the conversation, so you got to get in there. These 3 methods will give you 3 ways that you can start joining the conversation in social networking. Don't go crazy. Choose one a day, one method a day to go after. Hey, if you just chose, hey, I'm going to send 2 people a direct message all this week, that'd be 10 people on a business week that you could touch base with. Very, very easy. Just put something in place that you can stick with.
And I'm going to say, if you look at just, spending 5 minutes of your day on any one of these tasks, you will be light years ahead. And just, hey, give 5 minutes a day for the next 5 days. That's less than the time it takes you to watch a show on television. So just look at that for this next, the next 5 days ahead, wherever you are. And by the way, if you'd like to be part of that call where there's more details, just go and visit dailysuccesscalls.com. That's dailysuccesscalls.com, and just get some more free help that we're happy to help you out with. On behalf of James, I'm Joey Bridges. To your success with communicating to generate leads and money on the social networks.